Well, we did watch one match of NXT, but from the process of getting to that match, I don't know that I want to see any more NXT. Did you see what I heard there?
I only saw a little bit of the show because I tried to check out what else was going on. There was only one match pulling me in, but I saw the open of the show.
What did you see in the introductions of the NXT North American Championship match between Frick and Frack?
They had Tyler Bate and, oh God, I don't remember who his opponent was now. But they were there. They were standing there. They didn't really seem to have too much of a problem with each other. The referee, Mustafa Ali, without sleeves, behind them, because no wrestler could respectably be a referee without showing off their arms. And the ring announcer, who towered over everyone, in the middle right behind them.
Well, but also, and here's something that it's subliminal, but how big did any of those individuals look in that shot? How tall, prominent, impressive physically?
I said the ring announcer looked incredibly tall and impressive. She towered over everyone.
But she was actually the fucking probably same height. Not that any of them are goddamn Wilt Chamberlain. But do you know what that look that they've got, the camera shot for the introductions on this program of the championship matches or whatever the fuck? Did you notice how that was shot and what they were doing? They accentuated the shortness of these people. That's why I told you to look at it, because what they did was not only do they have both guys, what his name? His
Tyler
name,
Bate.
Master Bate. They had him and the other fellow standing side by side like they were on the same team, so the camera can see them full on. Some director somehow has thought this is a good idea. And so they look that they have no conflict. It's not like the boxing intros or the UFC intros where they're across the ring or across the cage. They're standing there like contestants in a fucking game show, turned to the camera with, as you said, Muhammad Ali's the referee. He's got no sleeves in his referee shirt so that his arms can stand out, but he's behind old Tyler. The ring announcer is behind them. And again, the challenger, Tyler Bate, he looked like a 45-year-old homeless bum in a pleather raincoat. And
he didn't look 45 and homeless.
He said the scraggly beard. But what they've done is they've put a handheld cameraman on where the hard camera would normally be looking down from the stands on the camera on the ring. So you get the effect that the camera is somewhat up, but it's in the stands, so it's looking down, and it makes the ring look a little bigger. But here, what they've done is they've got the handheld guy with the camera on his shoulder standing on the apron of the ring, or possibly even on the inside of the ropes. But since he's at least as tall, if not taller than these guys, plus they're using the layman's terminology, the old wide angle lens thing, the fisheye thing, to the effect of that to some extent. So it looks like that the ring is a 10-foot by 10-foot square ring, and everybody in the shot looks 5'2". That was the effect it looked like a Saturday Night Live skit of wrestling, because it looked like they were in the little small ring they put in the fucking stage at 30 Rock. That's what it's the way that it was shot. And they did years ago when WCW took over Crockett and started using the TBS crew, or I've seen this on bigger budget indie shootings or upstart television productions. The handheld cameraman they would have in the corners of the ring, and you're seeing it now in the WWE, also on Raw, in terms of behind the guys when they're reaching for the tag. But the handheld guy would be up on the apron of the ring shooting over the top rope the action in the ring while the match was going on. And I hate that, because here's why. When the camera is on the same level, the handheld, right there or even a little bit higher than the action going on in the ring, it diminishes the bumps. The bumps don't look higher, they look lower. The whole fucking thing is when the handheld guys, while a match is going on, are shooting up from the floor, all the bumps, all the slams. Anytime you pick a guy up, it looks bigger and it looks like they're falling farther. But when the guy's on the apron, the same camera, it diminishes the height of the bumps. So anytime that I had control over a television production, whether it's Smoky Mountain Wrestling, OVW, Ring of Honor, whatever the case, we'd have handheld guys in the ring for the live interviews, but then they would be down on the floor for the actual action in the matches. It told the people not only that it was too dangerous for cameramen with that expensive equipment to be up on the ring, but also it made everything the guys did in the ring look bigger. Does that make any sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
So I didn't like that.
Why do you think they did it? Because obviously WWE pioneered in a lot of ways shooting wrestlers so that they look bigger than they are. Shoot from below as they're walking to the ring. That stuff started in the 80s with the expansion. Why do you, and with Andre actually technically before that, why do you think they chose to do it differently here?
Because I think that whoever's directing their show down there might think that it's a cool looking shot, and this whole show is apparently to appeal to the fucking the kids out there. Hello, fellow kids. And it's a cool little shot or whatever, and they got the spotlight, and the woman ring announcer is gargling Drano, trying to sound tough. But she's wearing a sequined fucking go-go dress that looks like Anne Margaret sold it in her garage sale. I don't know what, and the go-go boots, whatever the fuck. Somebody doing TV down there likes that shot. If Vince saw it, he might go, why do we have Cowboy Lang wrestling Lord Littlebrook on my television? But anyway, if anybody wants to go back and look, I'm free to accept criticism or comments that can be emailed into the program. But that's what I saw.